This was not generated by AI, and no special effects were used. This video is 100% authentic. We see a person using his hands to literally slap molten metal, which should be, depending on the materials, at least 500 degrees Celsius. This is enough to melt flesh and bones, and yet this person looks perfectly fine doing it. If you drop water on a very hot pan, something really weird happens. The water droplets dance around while making a sizzling sound. Some might also have noticed that the drops never stop moving until they completely evaporate. The person being able to slap molten metal and water dancing inside a hot pan happen for the same reason. They call it the Leidenfrost effect, and it's one of the most interesting effects in physics. If you drop water on a pan that's less than 100 degrees, nothing special will happen. The water will just sit there and boil calmly. Dropping water on a pan that's exactly 100 degrees will result in water boiling rapidly while making sizzling noises. But if the pan is hotter than about 190 degrees Celsius, that's where the Leidenfrost effect steps in. The water droplets will be moving in every direction like they weren't sticking to anything. And that's exactly what happens. When touching the pan, water will immediately evaporate, creating a thin cushion of vapor that thermally isolates the rest of the water droplet, making it float on the surface of the pan for a surprisingly long time, since water vapor is a very poor conductor of heat, so it's going to take much longer for the droplet to turn completely into gas, which is the same principle this person uses. The trick is his hand is wet, so when he slaps molten metal, the water turns into steam and creates a protective barrier between his hand and the liquid, isolating the heat and protecting his skin. This, however, can only be done under very specific conditions when the molten metal is way hotter than 190 degrees Celsius. He also needs to be extremely quick about it, so the water doesn't completely vaporize and the protective vapor layer doesn't break down. But even so, there are a lot of tools people can use to control molten metals in much safer setups. Therefore, I absolutely don't recommend attempting this because you never know what could go wrong.